How's it hanging? Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we're back with some Outer Worlds, and we're getting close to figuring out who the murderer is. And we got that one to hand in, but might as well do the last one that we have, which is to track down the prophet. Let's up this section up here. Let's do this thing. We will avenge Halcyon Helen.
Is this supposed to keep the critters in or the guests out?
Anyone that has a proper name we'll talk to. That's the thing. Oh, wrong button. Are these classes the underground? Aye, they're the underground. So we're only actually 6 and 4. Ush. I thought they were their sublight. Dang it. Neutral Rizzo. Okie dokie. Thought I'd do better with stuff, you know? Reputation here.
Sir, I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Maybe, what's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
Doesn't sound like something that should be wandering around a dangerous reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
Instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals. Doesn't seem... No. I've heard your conversation earlier. You want to explain exactly what's happening?
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
Well, we can find it for you.
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
No one's going to leave Betty. We'll take it. I'll keep an eye out for any suspicious mechanicals.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okie.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating the murder house on Helen. Have you heard anything unusual lately?
Unusual? This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual.
That means you have then.
But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Interesting name the shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Do you mean hunting supplies, like the sign above your shop says?
No, these are supplies for hunters. Hunter supplies. It works either way. It works either way. Boy, damn it. I wish I thought to get that sign switched out when I changed my name.
Is this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse. But the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to know.
You might have special, unique weapons, so we will have to look.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
The answer is no, just ordinary stuff, eh? Well, I can repair. I can sell my junk. Nice. Okie dokie. We look for Betty first. That way. Ah, the way up here. We're coming, Betty.
Time for a drink?
No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
No, that was all we had to do. Go to Betty's house. You resolve the situation. Go find Betty's house. Oh, so all we had to do was kill those dogs. Nice. I'm happy to use that for a little bit of life. You know, I am carrying 600 and odd first aid kits. Oh.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I
But
was
she was
thinking
behind
I'd never
us.
see her again.
She was trying to milk Kenneth. Yep, she was trying to milk the dogs.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Try to keep an eye on her this time.
I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
No, it's a weapon. What is it? Oh, Eddie has that. Okay, it's a weapon that's just going to end up in me box. So we're time to carry on. Use anyone special?
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector?
It
That's
is.
you?
We are.
I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing?
Oh, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
What do you mean by catch on? You two hotel workers pretty far from the colony? Know anything about the murder?
Well, unless it happened out here. We've been on this complex for the last day and change.
You work at they're pretty far.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
I'm not buying it. How about you just tell me what you're up to?
Buying? We're not selling anything. Especially since we're between tours.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our
They lost some
last trip.
guests.
Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
The guides were eaten by canids. You got your guest killed, and all you care about... No.
Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up. Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Trying to cover the deaths to the missing guests.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed.
Oh, if it was on the
Least
waivers,
they
then it's
can
fine.
do is
Yeah,
not destroy
fine.
our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
They got the keys. What's to stop me telling your boss what's happened? You guys look like you need a break. I'll find the keys for you.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
I'll be back when I find those keys. I'm gonna let you in here. Okie dokie. Man, all over the place. Okie dokie. Ah, this one's close. Dead hotel guest. Hearing noises.
How about that?
It was already dead. So you did nothing. Okay. Let's see what this place is. An underground pipe. That looks all fine. Fine and dandy. We'll carry on with this quest. Let's play. Ooh, now this looks fancy, doesn't it? Ah, burned.
Why, time to act. Anyone else? You got it, Captain. Someone else will clean this up, right?
Okie dokie. Maim it. Blind it.
Here we go. I see you there. Good practice, Captain. Not bad, huh?
Yeah, that went well. I'm actually enjoying this team. I know I like the Vicar, but I think we're trained quite high in the stuff that the Vicar gives us the passes for now.
Their mistake. Here I go. Down they go. I'm warmed up now.
Okie dokie. Then we got the final one to go for. Aha, passage through here. Dude. That looks like a grave. Hmm.
My sights. Got him. I'll fix you right up. Nice, Justin. Here we go. Just like so.
Okie dokie. That went well. Now we just head back. Nice. Okie dokie. Now give these the keys.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
There you
That's
are.
all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
What are you going to do now?
We'll wait here a little longer and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector.
They're going
Good
to
luck with your
sell the dead people's
investigation.
belongings, just make it out as if they've gone. I like them. Okay. Carry on with that. Has to be sold. Has to be sold. Okay, that's a powerful handgun. Okay, so we carry on with this. See the profit. Anyone else has missions on the way, we do them. So far, everyone who's a everyone who's a suspect, except for the guy that hired us. What's he called? Ludovico. He's the only one that doesn't really have
I don't get it.
an
Why
actual
does the place
alibi.
get dust up your nose and
Everyone
spit in your eyes when monarchs free to visit?
potentially could have been, all have bad alibis or are dead now. Where he has not had a chance for us to question him. And there's weird things happening in this area. Like the stuff that, on some of the stuff that we read, that he's been doing stuff. And a lot of people are like got parasites. So at the minute, he's high. That's why we didn't tell him that the constable was killed by the needler. Because he's high on my suspect list. We don't want to tell him that the people got killed by the needler. In case he is the murderer, has it, and he disposes of it, you know? Yeah, a scanner.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
If they are, Bavadi, one thing we have to do is not look tasty. Oh wait, there's a vending machine. We need to...
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner negativity seeping out of me. Breathe deep the
I just ran across that. Okay. Wondered why I was burning.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Where? Am I on it? What the hell, mate? Here.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
When these would generate some sort of pretty toxic gas.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Ah, the usual stuff then. I'm gonna taste it. Difficult to chew. Okay.
Hypothesizing. Potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation.
What?
Slight possibility of calculation error.
Anything else to scan?
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Yes, because we're investigating a murder. And you're also potentially a suspect.
Seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. Ah, but I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
I'm looking for the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'll ask you a few questions.
Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars.
No, we're not joining a
We'll
cult.
free
Not
you of
today.
those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat.
Sorry, Prophet. Don't think I can spare any time. Got a murder to look into.
Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, sister. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Gonna ask some questions about Halcyon Helen. Answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact her after you left the hotel?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of her murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Let's talk about something else.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
You got some interesting herbs there.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
That's all for now. The investigator alibi. Ah, you get stuck on a candle.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway,
Ah, she
I'm
seems
Aaliyah,
disgruntled.
Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst
That still
burning
sounds like you're just
coals
doing
and
nothing.
feel your productive inhibitions
How can you be productive by
burn
sitting around doing nothing?
away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course, I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
A positivity disciple sound less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
So you should. I was hired to look into Halcyon on Helen murder and ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
You buy what? Prophet has some kind of feud with Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior at the retreat?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently.
Okay.
A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Okay. Can you pull this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
I'll look into it. Go across the coal. 3 messages. Probably talking about agent. Okay. With herbs. Or worse, kill them. Attendees are tripling. If you ever decide to visit, you simply must let us purchase you around. Okay. We'll look around down here. Okay. Kitchen, who are you? There's a disciple. Enemies back there. Okay, we'll look at the body first.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Identifying
Okay,
human
footprints.
footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okie dokie.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, so footprints.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline is judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt. A person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
I imagine things, but does it seem like whoever was dumped here, got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Yeah, could be set up to throw us off the trail. So whoever was put there wasn't dead. But I think someone had something on her. She was to do that so we would blame her. At the minute, everyone seems to have something where it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't add up, the pieces, you know? She was in here.
Welcome back, sister. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
She had no further interaction with Helen before death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Someone said they saw you drag a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, sister.
Now it's a lie.
Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Follow your trail to where you dumped the body.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There's nothing there, but I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar,
But she didn't because she got up.
desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a
Nah.
less than
So she thinks she's killed her,
state.
but she didn't because we can prove that she
One
did
of
get
my
up where the body was
disciples, it
dumped.
seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body? No. You sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
Did you shoot the body at the time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
I don't think you killed anyone. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Her body was found in the Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened to walk away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is to be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use
So
that
she's definitely not
information
done
to
it.
blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times
Joke's
less
on you.
miserable
The
than
murderer
whatever
killed the
my
constable
enemies have
too.
planned.
Over the wall. I'm not going to Deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you. The constable's dead. But I guess if you wanted to be imprisoned, I could oblige you. When I go to jail, don't you? Gonna be one of those two. Top one.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Okay, that's weird. Okie dokie. But she definitely didn't do it. I tell the guy that hired us the findings, we'll save it. Because everyone's got alibis and everything's pointing to the one person who's sending me to check everyone out. I think a lot of things, like the parasites, the email stuff, I'm thinking it might be him. See, this is the worst part. We're trying to get to that top one because that's the penthouse. But it constantly wants to go to the mission. So what I'll do is, I'll select the other mission. Dude. There you go. When the things are close together like that, the fast travel in this game is awful. Probably easy if you have it, if you're playing on a computer. But you know, like on a PC. Okie dokie. Gonna do a cheeky little save.
Inspector?
I finished investigating the Prophet.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She really wants to be arrested. I think she's a fraud and a cheat.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Reasonable candidate. She either did it or she didn't. Still considering my options, but no, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
I've completed my investigation into her poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Poisoner was none other than Owens, the former bellhop. Yeah, just blame the bellhop. Because he's dead.
Bellhop Owens. Recently deceased, at least according to my latest report. I wonder what compelled Owens to poison Helen. Professional jealousy. Gross incompetence.
Why professional jealousy?
I suppose we'll never know. In any case, I have a lot of paperwork ahead of me. I'll need to give Mr. Owens a posthumous reprimand. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Now who killed Helen?
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
You did, Administrator.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
All the others have an alibi. Well, please, I knew you were guilty from the moment The moment you call me. I've interviewed everyone else. You're the most likely. I've got proof. I'll lie. I'll tell him I've got proof.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You're an a-hole. You sound pretty defensive. Got something to hide.
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
I don't need proof. My instincts. And that investigation was a farce. I'm done playing along.
If you have no proof, then you have no case. And I have no further use for you. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Inspector, huh? I thought you said my service was no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
It may not have been him, by the way, guys. So, guys, should we help him out, or...?
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him.
Okay.
I guess.
Everyone else had an alibi, so we had no one else to blame bar him.
All right. I got nothing going on.
And you still have nothing going on.
Definitely go.
He's not joining my team. I find her annoying.
Helping him, maybe we take the wait and see approach.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
Okie dokie. Investigate the breach. All the way over there. Let's do this. I mean, we already had everyone else with a decent alibi, so we knew it wasn't them. So the only option was, because I wasn't going to blame people that I knew innocent, so the only option was him. Okie dokie. Are they infected? They are. Also, there's parasites all over and infecting people and they're changing that work for him, you know? We need a workbench to be over here so I can repair my gun. Back on one sec, guys. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. Let's see. What I really think, I think it's... I think they've tainted something. And it's caused parasites. I think really that's what's happened.
This place is already making my eyes hurt.
Receptionist, no. Help no longer needed. Don't inquire within. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Okay. Have a quick look at the... Hey, this, the map doesn't go into focus straight away. Okay. And grab them. Dude.
They're so polite. Almost makes you forget they're trying to kill us all.
Yeah, so I think the stuff was made from the parasites.
Hey, that's impressive.
Nice and easy.
Ooh. I'll have it on you now. This must be where they were going to do the shoot. Locked. Needed a prop. Okay, this is all Helen's stuff. So was the shoot going to be here? That's pictures of Helen's murder. No. I know what that's a picture of. Okay.
I see you've stumbled upon a Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzo's is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
Let me know if you don't want your sample. Can't let it go to waste.
And this goes back round. Okie dokie. We need to get into there. What if we can't get in because of our clothes? I'll do a save and see if I can jump over the edge. Well, first we're going to look to make sure there's no, like, ladder. The answer is no. Okay. And it makes sense that it's this way then. Because it has the secret crawl under. There's something in here. Or not. Right, it's definitely down that lift, but I don't know how to activate it. There has to be something then that we have to activate. Well, there's something I'm completely not seeing. What happens if we shoot something? Nothing. Nothing on there. I bet you it's a uniform thing. We might have to go get other clothes. Come back. I bet you it's not. I bet you we have to follow the tour. There's lines on the floor. We're going to try it. Is there anything? No? Can't see anything. Well, you know what, guys? I think we'll end it there. Because we're going to go back, grab the outfit and see if it's clothes. See if we have to wear Rizzo's clothes to open up. Because it seems like it's for Rizzo's employees. We have got the mascot's clothing. So maybe, dressed as a mascot, we might be able to enter. But we'll have to do that tomorrow. When Outer Worlds continues. I say thanks everyone for coming along and keeping me company today, because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home, so it's very much appreciated. So thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.